So I wanted to talk about phased arrays. And so a phased array, it's normally drawn like we see here, where you have your point, your source, and then the sound gets picked up by your detectors, and then based on the delay between the two, you can triangulate and figure out where your point is coming from. But I don't think this is very accurate, especially to how our brains end up doing it. And I think the way our brains do it is more like this one right here. And I think the reason why is because here you're only measuring the delay, but there's another measurement here, and that's the curve of the sound wave. Notice that the curve is tight when it's really close to the source, but then it opens up the further and further it goes away. And so really the triangle in really the triangulation looks more like this, where on this one here we're using like a straight line, but really we need to be over here using a curved line in the triangulation so that we can figure out the curve and how far away we are. Now, why would you want to do this? To get more accurate triangulation, but then also for when you spatial audio, to make that more accurate as well, because with spatial audio I'm assuming they're only doing the flat triangle for the triangulation, and they're not doing the curved triangle for the triangulation. So now what's really interesting is how I came up with this, because the question I had is, why does it sound like something is outside? How is that possible for it to sound like something is outside? And the reason I was thinking about this was because of the World Hum Index, where people, they experience this humming sound, and it sounds like it's coming from outside. And I've experienced this before a couple times. And, well, so then what makes it sound like it's coming from outside? Well, is it because the sound sort of like you can hear the sound of the building that you're in? But I don't think that's the case. I think what happens is that your brain is able to compute this curve and figure out how far away you are, and then it's able to place the sound outside, and then you're able to potentially hallucinate this as well from some either neurological thing or just some random brain activity causing this hallucination.